Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the e.l.f. holiday kits. I did get these a little bit ago, like a couple weeks ago, and I've been busy filming because I've been buying all these ColourPop releases. Because lately all of ColourPop's releases have really been intriguing me. So I've been putting other stuff on priority in front of this kit, but today I wanted to film with it. So I got the hot chocolate eyes palette. It's the sugar cookie palette here in the e.l.f. kit. And then I got this candied cheeks palette too to try out. It says it comes with 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, 2 shimmer blushes, and 2 matte blushes. And then I also picked up the Give Me Some Sugar lip balm set to try out here. I've never tried these Ride or Die lip balms, but I have heard really good things about it. And one of the main reasons I got this kit is because I thought it was going to come with the PSL fall shade in it, but it ended up not coming with that one. But yeah, it comes in a Cheeky Cherry, Tough Cookie, and Mighty Mint. I did, however, go back and pick up the PSL one because I really wanted this one. But I hear these have, like, actually a lot of color to your lips, and I've heard really good things about them, so I got that kit to pick up. And I also picked up this marshmallow blender sponge. It says it's the total face sponge, but it's hard to see. But it doesn't have the same, I don't think it has the same texture. I can't find mine. I don't know what happened to it. I had a regular total face sponge, the pink one. This one doesn't seem quite as porous as that one. It's like super bouncy. Like super bouncy. It almost feels like memory foam. But I have this to test out today too for you. I thought it was when I seen it online, it kind of looked like it might be like the Junoko sponges, one of those fuzzy ones. But it's not. It's just like a normal sponge. Super bouncy. It got really big. It was a lot smaller than that. But I'm going to go ahead and open up the palette, and I'll take my glasses off because I'm going to start off with the palette today in case there's any fallout. That way it won't get on my face. I've opened these and looked at them, and then I put them back in the packaging. But this palette here looks like this. And it reminds me, here, I'll open it up. I think you can get a Christmassy look out of it because you have like the nice like rusty colors. There's some greens there. This looks like a reddish color. But I almost feel like it looks more like a fall palette versus a holiday or a Christmas type palette. But I'm excited to try because here lately e.l.f.'s shadow formula has been pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's just as good today. And I like that there's like this icy white shade here in the corner. So that's going to be a great inner corner highlight too. Part of me looking at this one, I want to create like a pumpkin spice. I might do that, a pumpkin spice look. Take my glasses off here. So how have y'all's holiday been so far? Are you decorated for Christmas yet? Are you thinking about decorating? I know we've already decorated. It was like the day after Halloween, we took down all our Halloween decorations, and then like the day after that, we started putting up our Christmas decorations. We don't have a Christmas tree up or anything yet, but we do have like our stockings are hung, and we have like most of our Christmas decor is out. We just need a tree. We haven't put that up yet, but I'm sure that'll be up here soon. I think I'm going to go into this like peachy shade here right first, just as a transition shade. Kind of want to use these like orangey colors for some reason. They're really sticking out to me. But before I do that, I should prime my eyes because I always forget apparently to prime my eyeballs. Let me get my little brush. I'm going to go in today with my e.l.f. I'm going to try to use a full face of e.l.f. today. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer today. I have been doing my ColourPop one because I've been testing out newer a different eye primer just to see how it is, because I've been curious about how the ColourPop's cream gel, the cream pots are that they have. So I have been testing those out, so I haven't been using this, but so far I don't think I love the ColourPop one as much as I love these e.l.f. putty eye primers. The ColourPop one doesn't seem to make my shadows last as long as the e.l.f. putty eye primer does. I've noticed, especially the shimmers have been like fading by the end of the day with the ColourPop one, whereas with this putty eye primer, maybe because I think this is a little bit drier formula, the shades last much longer on the lid with this e.l.f. So I definitely would recommend the e.l.f. putty eye primer. I love it. Especially this white shade. I like the white shade that they have of it. I think it's great for, especially if you have lighter pastel colors, it's going to help them show up more on your lid. Okay, now let's go in with that shade. Just going to stick it in my crease. So we're going to do like an orangey, pumpkin-y spice type look because it's not Christmas yet, so I'm gonna see how so far so good. This shade's looking really good so far. It's coming off deeper, I want to say a little bit deeper on my eye than it is in the actual palette because it looks like a pretty almost pastel peachy color. It's coming off a little bit deeper on my eyes than it is there. But very good pigmentation, blends out super easy. So far so good with this shade. I like that one. I really like that shade. I'm going to go with my little bit smaller blending brush. This is a rougher 14. And I'm going to go into a little bit deeper shade. It's this one right here. I'm going to go into this shade and stick it like more precisely in my crease. Further down, just to deepen it up a little. Wow, that shade is really good too. Okay, e.l.f. And I don't have a ton of fallout under my eyes yet, which I'm surprised about. I'm loving this. I really like this so far. I'm going to go in with the smaller one. This is the 13. I'm going to go into that deeper shade here. This one is almost like a rusty, it's like a reddish brown orange color. I'm going to go into that shade and put it in my outer corner. Oh yeah, this is definitely more of like a burnt orange. And this is super pigmented. Okay, e.l.f. I see you. Coming in with these pigmented shadows for such a good price. Very pigmented. e.l.f. is just blowing me out of the water right now. Here lately with my shimmers, I've been using glitter glue because they just stick so good with glitter glue. So I'm just taking some, I like this better actually than setting spray. So I'm just taking a little bit of my glitter glue. This is the NYX glitter glue, but I believe e.l.f. has one. I could be wrong. I think e.l.f. has one. This is just the one that I have on hand right now. I'm sticking it all over my lid. Not all over my lid, just in the front part. My crease. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with this shade, I believe, because I think it's like a duochrome shade. It looks really pretty, this one. This one right here. It looks orange when you look at it straight on, but when you move it, it's different colors. So it looks, hopefully it's not just a topper shade. I'm going to go in with that shade and see if that's... See how that is? Ooh. No, that was the perfect shade. This is the perfect shade to use with this look today. Oh. Okay, Elf. I see you here with your shimmers. Working it. You see that? Oh, it's so beautiful, you guys. Oh, I'm gonna go on and stick it on the other eye some more glitter glue. You only need like a very tiny little bit of the glitter glue. I do have to say that these probably, I have seen Emily Noel posted about this, about Emily Noel here on YouTube. She did a video on these eyeshadows too, and she talked about them being crumbly, which I personally like more textured eyeshadows. That's what I like. I don't mind if they're a little crumbly, but I do think if you find it a little bit crumbly shadow, it does work better if you use like glitter glue with them, because it'll stick better. But I love that so much, you guys. Oh, look. It's so pretty. Elf. I already want to tell you that I recommend this eyeshadow palette. So, now that we've done our eyes, I'm going to prime my face with my Elf Poreless Putty Primer. Where did I stick it? There it is. I'm going to prime with my Elf Poreless Putty Primer. This I cannot stop using. I always use this to prime my face. Now I focus it more on my T-zone, because that's where I have my larger pores. But I pretty much use this all over to prime. And it's my favorite primer. I love the Elf Putty line. I even have the putty blushes, so if y'all were wondering about the putty blushes, they are so good. I've been using the putty blushes, and they've been really good. Going with my Elf Flawless Satin Foundation. And I'll use the new blender to put it on. You usually only have to use one pump, but for some reason, pump isn't working on mine for some reason. For some reason the pump on my stopped working. That's crazy. Gonna go on with this huge, like, look how big this is. It'll blend it out really good. So I'm gonna go on with this huge beauty blender. Which I know people love these type of sponges, but I have to say it's already soaking up so much of my product that my favorite is the Junoco Paw sponges, because you get a fuller coverage. Or lately I've been obsessed with this It Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. You know, the heart-shaped brush they made. I bought that when I found it in an Ulta, because I've been wanting it for years. And I finally picked it up. And now I've been like obsessed with it, because it does so good at foundation. I feel like you get a lighter coverage out of your foundation when you use these type of sponges. So I feel like if you want a fuller coverage, use a brush, or maybe get one of the Junoco sponges, or you can get the you can go Shop Miss A has the ones that are like the Junoco sponges too. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they would be just as good, because this feels kind of like the Shop Miss A Paw sponge. And it's so huge. I can't believe how big this is. Now I'm going to go in with my Elf Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating one. I love my hydrating one. I just do one dot on the outside and like one here. I watch a lot of Robert Welsh, and this is how he does his concealer. I'm going to do just a couple swipes on my cheek for extra coverage, because that sponge soaks up a lot of product. You really have to pinch this. It's hard to get precise on this with the sponge. Okay, I can't with that sponge anymore. it's too big for your concealer. Taking in just my dryer beauty blender. I'm gonna have to go in back on my lids with my, especially on this side with my I'm gonna have to go back in with my little bit of glitter glue and that shimmer again because the concealer got on my lid. So I do set under my eyes when I'm done with my concealer. And this is just the e.l.f. It's a little pot. It's their under eye setting powder. And it's just translucent. It's white. It looks white in the pan. Which I think it does a really good job at setting your under eyes. As you can see, I really love e.l.f. as a brand. I have to say, for drugstore, e.l.f. is my favorite drugstore brand. ColourPop is kind of like drugstore, but not really. I'm going in with the Halo Glow setting powder for the rest of my face. I just have it in the light pink shade. I'm going to clean off this small blending brush that I used from the outer corner. I'm going to take that lightest shade that I used on my crease at first and just take it underneath my eye. I'm going to go in with that second shade. Put it right here too. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, and that's just going to go in the outer third of my eye. And connect it up here with what you got going on up here in your eye. Oh, I'm going to take my pencil brush. Where is it? It is hiding. There it is. This little teeny tiny pencil brush. I'm going to take just a little bit of glitter glue. Because the shade I'm using, I heard, was flaky too. So, take a little bit of glitter glue. Just on my inner corner. I'm going to go into this white shade here. I'll show it to you. I'm going to go into this icy white shade and put that on my inner corner. I love an icy white shade for my inner corner highlight, and it does look like a flakier shade, so I definitely think it'll probably perform the best with the glitter glue. And it's iridescent. Wasn't expecting that. It's kind of like, you see that? It's like iridescent. It goes to pink. Doesn't exactly match the look we got going on, but it's okay. You can see that. I'm going to take whatever's left over on my brush and I'll just swipe it up here. Kind of highlight my brow bone. Okay. Let's open up this Candied Cheeks palette so we can do our face. I'm definitely going to do like a peachier color because I have peachy blushes in here. So here is the Candied face palette, and it looks so different on camera than it does in person. In person, like, these shades look much peachier. I don't know why it looks like that in person, but it looks like you got two highlights, this one and this one. And then there's two bronzers, that one and that one. And then you have, which this one looks very orange. I could probably get away with that being a peachy blush on me. And then you have two shimmery blushes, which looks like this one's a shimmer and this one's a shimmer. And then you have these two. Then you have these two matte blushes right here. So, I'm going to go in with the bronzer first. I'm going to use my usual bronzer brush. It's the Wet n Wild. It's from the Pac-Man collection brush. And I'm going to go in with this shade of bronzer here for me. It looks more like a cool tone shade. Maybe use a smaller bronzer brush because this one is kind of big for that palette. I do feel like this is not as, maybe it's just me, it doesn't feel like it's as pigmented as like their primer infused bronzers. Maybe that's just me though. I definitely wouldn't get this palette if you were looking for something for deeper skin tones, because I feel like this is not made for deeper skin tones. This is made for fair, light skin tones, maybe medium skin tones can probably get away with it too, but it's a little bit, the bronzer's a little bit orangey. I'm gonna go in with this peachy blush. I'm going with this peachy blush right here because it's gonna match my eye look the best. I think a peachier blush will look best with this eye look that I did today. Oh, I like that. Okay, the blush is really pretty. Take whatever's left over on my forehead and my nose. It's just like blush. So it looks really pretty. It's a really pretty peach color. I like it. I'm going to go in with the highlight now. Hopefully this is not too dark for me. I feel like this highlight might be a little bit dark for fair skin tones. But I'm going to go in with this one right here. It looks kind of golden. It looks like a champagne is what it looks like. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not too dark. It's a very natural highlight I'm seeing. But you can definitely build it up. So it's definitely building up nice, and I don't think it's too dark for my skin tone. Oh, it's a very natural, glowy within highlight. So if you like more of a natural highlight, or you know somebody who likes more of a natural highlight, this would be great for them because this is like melting in the skin so good. Oh, I like that. I really like that because it looks glowy, but it just looks like your skin is glowing. It doesn't look like you have a stripe of highlight on your face. It just looks like your skin is glowing. And this would definitely work for medium skin tones because there is a darker golden highlight in there. This is more of a champagne highlight. I like that highlight. I like the blush and the highlight. The bronzer isn't bad, but I have this, is it this one? I have this primer infused bronzer. I personally think that they're better. This is, I have mine in the shade Forever Sunkissed. It looks like this. It almost looks like the same shade that's in here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the same shade actually. But it's just a little bit bigger, and I like it. I like their primer infused bronzer, and I have the blush. It's a peachier blush too. A primer infused blush from e.l.f. These are really good, and they last for a really long time on your skin. And they're not too expensive. They're really affordable. Okay. So far I'm liking both of these. I think it's a great gift if you know somebody who wants to get into makeup. It's a great gift for them. So I'll go ahead and do my lips, and then I'll go off camera and I'll do my mascara and stuff, and then I'll come back. Like how pretty this makes me feel. Where is it? Oh. Looking for the kit that was like right under my nose. So let's open her up so you can see the bombs. I'm probably gonna end up going in with my PSL, but Tough Cookie I might be able to use the Tough Cookie one with my look today. I'll try to do a swatch of all of these for you. This one's just gonna be clear, so this is the Mighty Mint. So I'm not gonna swatch this one because I know this one's gonna be clear. Here, I'll take it off just to make sure. Which I feel like this is gonna be, I know a lot of people complain about them being hard to squeeze out of the tube, and I'm having an issue getting some to come out. Yeah, it's just that one's just a clear shade. You can't even see it on my hand, but you see a little bit of glossiness. They feel a little sticky. See, this next one is Cheeky Cherry. I did read that these are really hard to come out of the tube, especially in the wintertime. Probably gonna have to. I read that they said to put them in your bra, so I put mine in my bra here to warm them up. But I can understand if nobody wants to go through all that work to get these. I think they should come up with a better packaging on these. So there's the Cheeky Cherry one shade. It looks really pretty. And these do smell like what they say they are. So that one smells like cherry. This one smells like cookie. Oh, this one's so pretty. Oh, I really like this one. That one's the tough cookie. Oh, I'm liking that color. That color looks really pretty. Let's see. I'm curious to see if this PSL one's gonna be super orange. I might end up going in with tough cookie. I really like the color of that one, and I like the cherry one too. Or I might just go in with the Mighty Mint. I don't know. I have to go out after this, so I'm sure this is going to get all over my mask. I'll probably end up wiping it off before I stick my mask on. This one is the PSL, and it is so orange. A lot came out on that, though. But that one's the PSL. So there you have it. The Mighty Mint is down here. You can't see it because it's clear. But then you have the Cheeky Cherry. You have the Tough Cookie. And that one is the PSL shade, which I really want to go with the PSL shade. So it's going to match my eye look perfectly. I think I'm just going to take that off of my hand and put it on my lips today. So I put the... It's hard to see. The little sun keeps coming in and out of the window I had over here, so I end up putting the PSL one on my lips because I was curious to see if it would be super orange, but it looks like my eye look does. It's not. I don't think it's super orange, but I do like it. They feel very moisturizing and cushiony on your lips. I love the texture of them. They have a really good texture to them. They feel very moisturizing, so I do like these. Are they hard to get out of the package? Yes. I would definitely warm them up in your hands. Stick it in your bra or something to warm it up while you're doing the rest of your face. That way it's just easier to take out of the packaging. But, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera. I'm going to just stick my mascara on, and I'll be back to show you the completed look with mascara on. Okay, I'm back. I have my mascara on. I love how this look came out. I just love it. It's a very cute pumpkin spice look that I was going for. And I think it looks really pretty. Looks really pretty on the eyes. I love it so much. You guys, I think these palettes are definitely worth it. This palette is so pigmented. It blended out so easy. The mattes in here are phenomenal. I think they're so good. Especially the mattes that I used today. They were really good. The shimmers are definitely more of a flaky texture. I, however, love a flaky textured shimmer. I think it just gives so much texture and dimension to your lids. And I feel like sometimes the flakier shimmers can be much more bright and shimmery on your eyes. So I would definitely, with these flakier shimmers, I would definitely get a glitter glue. Some type of glitter glue to use with those. That way they stick to your eyes and they won't like flake out underneath your eyes. Because I do know that Emily Noel had her video and she complained about them flaking underneath the eyes and just not having much shine factor. But I don't think she really uses glitter glue or even setting sprays for her shimmers. She just goes in with a dry brush for them. But yes, I love the look I came out with. I think that it looks so good. I don't know. I love it. Elf killing it with their Elf is killing it with their formula. I'm so surprised they have become my favorite drugstore brand, actually. If I buy in stores, this is usually I'm looking for what's new in e.l.f. and I will try anything new from e.l.f. because ever since they come out with their little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, I've been watching e.l.f. And even if you get their little bite-sized face palettes, they're kind of like the Cover FX ones. I love these too. They're really good. I have all of those. But I definitely think if this is a good, e.l.f. is a good brand to get. If you have somebody on your list who is just starting to get into makeup and they're really start exploring and stuff, I think this would be a great gift for somebody like that. These definitely make great gifts. I definitely think the lip balms, these Ride or Die lip balms, are a great gift too. They come in the packaging kind of like the Glossier cloud paints for their cheeks. I wish I had like a slanted like application so you could use it from the tube to put on your lips versus putting it on your finger and then rubbing it on your lips. But it's super, they're just a little bit sticky, but it's not like super sticky. It just feels really moisturizing on your lips. Like this is gonna moisturize and it's gonna stay longer because it's just a little bit more sticky. But I love everything I tried today. Ooh, I can't wait to, I might have to dive into this for a holiday look because there is a green in here. And there are some reddish shades. I think you could do a holiday look out of this too because you have a gold up here and everything. Some more browns. I think it would make a really cute holiday look also. But I definitely would recommend this if you're looking into holiday kits. It's pretty sad. I think e.l.f. has better holiday kits than Too Faced. I would say before you buy Too Faced holiday kits for somebody, you should go and get the e.l.f. ones for people because they perform really good. I'm so surprised. But that's my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really had a lot of fun playing with e.l.f.'s holiday kits and seeing if they're worth the money, if they're worth buying for somebody, a makeup lover in your life, or maybe somebody who's starting to get into makeup. I think it's definitely worth it. The mattes were just so pigmented. They blended out so easy. The shimmers were gorgeous. The blush, I love the peachy blush. And the bronzers, I think it has a good shade range in bronzers for at least light to medium skin tones. I definitely don't think it's deep enough for dark, deep skin tones, you know. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And if you ring the bell next to the subscribe button, it will notify you of all my future uploads. That way you don't miss out on any of my holiday releases, because I have been buying quite a few. But the e.l.f. one is my favorite so far. And also, I have some upcoming videos, a bunch of ColourPop stuff. I got the Baroque collection I'm going to film with probably tomorrow. And then I have the Stone Cold Fox palette that I'm probably going to film with the next day. And I have the Raw Beauty Christie X ColourPop collection coming sometime to me in the mail. It's shipped, but there's no updated tracking info yet. But you can look for those videos coming up soon. So if you're not yet subscribed, you should consider subscribing. That way you don't miss out on any of those videos. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.